Well, hello Sagittarius, it is CJ here. Welcome to my channel, welcome back. I hope you're doing really good today, Saggy. It is the beginning of your season. So happy birthday to those of you it is your birthday today. As you can tell, my voice is a little more hoarse than yesterday, but I'm not in any pain. And I had this strong desire to do a reading for you today. Not going to be for your season yet. I feel I'm going to probably be doing that tomorrow or over the weekend. But today I've been really guided, and it might only be for a few of you. I've been really guided to check in and see what's going on because I have this overwhelming feeling that there's going to be some kind of reach out to you. I don't know how to explain it, but I've just had this feeling this morning. It's early, but I've had this feeling that there is, I don't know if it's going to be a reconciliation, Saggy, but it felt to me very strongly that Spirit was coming through, that someone out there needed to know that it felt like someone is going to be reaching out, and it felt like it has been a long time since you've had a connection, or at the very least, been a long time, maybe since you've spoken or even seen each other, but it felt like no communication. So that's why I'm here. We're going to get into it. Thank you so much for all of your love and your support. Thank you for all the comments with my cold. I am getting better, and I will take everything that you guys have said. There's a few different ideas that came through of what I can take for my throat, which I will be doing very soon. Okay, so Sag, remember it is timeless, even though it is November 21st, 2025 today. And as well, it may not resonate with everyone. I suspect this reading is not going to. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Been guided to open up with my Spirit Animal deck, so let's get started there. And let's see what Spirit has for you. Okay, speaking of my beautiful Spirit guides, what is the message for Sagittarius? It is November 21st, 2025. What do you want them to know for those that this is their reading? And don't worry, again, my throat is not hurting. It's just hoarse. Okay. We have dolphin on the bottom. This is all about happiness. Beautiful. 42, it is a 6. Now, 6s, Sag, are really that number about balance, harmony, what you're putting out, receiving. They are connecting it again with me of receiving words of I don't know if it's apologies. We'll have to see, and we'll obviously when we get into the tarot, hopefully it'll show us more, but I'm really getting that. Now, you can see that there's a mermaid here on the dolphin. The belly is pregnant. So this is indicating that there possibly could be a new start. This doesn't have to even be romantic, what I'm picking up. It could be, it could be some family member that you haven't spoken to for a long time. We'll see. But again, happiness showing up. All right, then we have the beaver next. It is number 27. That is a 9. Well, 9s are about coming to an end of something, a completion, really. The beaver here is representing work. Okay, so now this can be talking about working on a relationship. I don't know. I'm not able to get off this this subject at this moment, Saggy, so go with me, please. But again, it could be a relationship at work, I suppose. But the beaver works very hard, right? Oh my gosh. Bear with me, because I've got to get this message out. When I think about a beaver, you know, they are always cutting down trees, but they're doing that for a purpose. You know, they're doing that to build that dam, that home for their family, a protection, right? Okay, so let's keep moving. We have the snake next, which is creation. Okay, number 43, that is a 7. 7s are about luck or contemplation. But this card is indicating something starting new. Now, where I'm being drawn to in this reading right now, Sag, is the roots of this tree. Yeah, you can see a snake. Yes, that is the heart, as far as the ventricles and all of that part, the valves. But I'm being drawn right now to the roots on the bottom. So what I'm receiving from that, thank you, Spirit, I'm feeling that, okay, wow. Yeah, this feels like this would be someone that you probably had a long relationship with or a very substantial relationship with. But somehow it feels like it's been rooted. What does that mean? Like rooted, as if a tree has been taken out of the ground and in the roots included. Okay? So that's what it's feeling like. To me, it's feeling like there's been something that has been uprooted. Thank you, Spirit. They corrected me. Uprooted, but you're at this place where it does feel you're the potential to have peace in this. This is wild. This is wild. I'm glad I'm doing this reading. Otherwise, it wouldn't leave me all day. Yeah, that's what this is feeling like. That there has been something that has been uprooted, disconnected for some reason, coming back together, putting the work in, bringing happiness, potentially a new start, right? A rebirth, if we want to put it that way. They are guiding me to go one more, so we will. It is a honeybee. Okay. Honeybee is a reciprocity card, Sag. It is number 6. So there we go. This feels like this coming together, working things out. Again, I'm not sure if this is meant to fix something where you have a new start with another person. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but sometimes it is about getting the, the clarity and getting the, why is my brain not working today? Really getting that information, not information, but getting that peace of mind. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever had someone in your life, and obviously I'm speaking to you because this is what the reading is, you ever had that, like, where there's been a disconnect from someone? You may still carry a lot of love for them, but perhaps for some reason there were something that you just weren't able to see eye to eye on, and were not able to get past it. It's what this is feeling like. I'm getting this feeling like a reaching out. Okay, and Sag, just so you know, the next card is Meerkat, and that is about responsibility. So someone might be stepping up here over the next while, taking responsibility for this. Okay? All right, they want me to put these cards back. I'm going to have a quick sip of water. Probably should have brought a tea in here. Let's get into it. All right, Spirit. Ooh, strong energy today. What is the message for Sagittarius, for those that this is their reading? What is the message, please? And also thank you guys so much for all of your beautiful gifts. It means the world to me. You're so beautiful. Okay. So what is the message today, Spirit? What were you trying to tell me here? Thank you. Okay. Okay, here we go. We have the Raven that has come out, and this is all about news. 23. So it is a 5. 5s indicate change coming in, Sag. Okay, that is if you're wanting it, right? That is if you're wanting it. So the Raven here, you can see there's birds flying out. They're coming out of this tunnel. It's all lit up. It looks like fire back there to me. There's a person sitting in the beak of the Raven. They do have a sword. They do have a shield. That is indicating a feeling of needing or wanting, maybe not needing, I don't know, it depends on the circumstances, but feeling like you might have to stay on guard, okay? That's what I'm getting right now. So there is news coming in. Thank you, Spirit. There's news coming in, communication coming in, however we want to look at it. Something is coming in here, and it is potentially going to shift something in your life. Again, you, my love, have free will, right? Bottom of the deck, we have the wolverine. So this is where I'm kind of going, okay, I don't always get, yes, I was getting the feeling that someone was going to reach out, that there was going to be some kind of communication. I wasn't necessarily getting anything like contrasting energy. Perhaps it is though, right? Because the wolverine is number 5 as well, and it is about fierceness. Okay, both cards, a lot of fire energy coming through here. So and this person, if you see, they have a shield and a sword on it as well, Sag. So I don't know if you were able to see that. I'll try and hold it up as close as I can. Let me see if my camera will focus. Please, there we go. See the sword? He's got the shield. Sword and shield. All right. Now, we'll see if this is going to be important. But we have the flying fox next, which is about kindness. It is about an exchange. It is about the bats, because these are fruit bats. This is about them protecting this woman, watching over her. She, in return, gives them beautiful food. So there's this beautiful communication of, I will do this for you and you will do this for me, right? So there's a balance coming in. But getting back to the 2 cards that came out, Sag. Wolverine indicates that you may not be very happy to hear whatever is coming this way. You may be really angry. Maybe you were really hurt. Maybe someone did something really nasty to you. Maybe someone was, maybe someone ghosted you in a way. Perhaps they have their own reasons. They're coming back to explain it to you. If that's the case, though, the Wolverine is letting you know that it is okay for you to voice your opinion, voice your feelings, to protect yourself, okay? Because, the person that is bringing the news is sitting down. They don't have their sword up. They don't have their shield up. They have them, but they're not utilizing them. They're not using them. The Wolverine in opposite here is standing on the Wolverine with the knife ready to, or the sword ready to use it, right? Okay, so this is going to be a very interesting read. All right, Saggy, please bear with me while I have another sip of water. I really want to get into the tarot portion, see what this is about. Just give me 1 second here. Okay. All right, Spirit. Oh, okay. I think they want me to go to my fountain deck, so we will. All right, let's go into the fountain deck. A little bit more of a gentler deck. All right, so news and fierceness. Bottom of the deck, okay. We have the Knight of Cups on the bottom. Now, this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is our emotional suit, if you want to put it that way. Our intuitive, our relationships, our hearts, right? This can be romantic as well. So the Knight of Cups is known as our most romantic card in the deck. Typically means that someone is pursuing you. They might be in love with you. I just got to move my mouse again here. But again, so sometimes this card can be a player card as well. So we're going to have to see what's coming out. All right, so we got the Knight of Cups. That does feel like someone reaching out to you. We have the Chariot next. Okay, so that is Cancer's card. So it is water here. Oh my gosh, please bear with me, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. Have to blow my nose. The Chariot is, as I said, Cancer's card. It represents moving forward at quite quick speed. It can represent success. It is about getting back in the Chariot seat and, you know, moving forward. I'm also getting this weird feeling here with the Chariot that someone is wanting this to move. Someone is wanting to have success with you. I don't know how to explain this. Spirit, help me. Let me show it to you. I'm getting this feeling. Let me hold it with my right hand. I'm just getting this feeling that someone is hoping that they can kind of, I don't want to use the word control because I'm not getting that feeling. Rein. Okay, thank you, Spirit. They're wanting to rein this in. Okay, reining this in. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords next, which is, you know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's our air energy. This is the knight that goes after what they want and they rush in, right? They really kind of go quite fast. So again, this might come in really, really fast, Sag, this news. Then we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so I wonder if this is you. Seven of Wands is feeling very protective, feeling like you need to defend yourself. And then that goes with the Wolverine too. Even the colors. And then we have Judgment. Major Arcana, first one on the table. This can be rising up out of the ashes. Also, Judgment is usually a decision, a final decision, that once we make it, you don't go back. You can't go back. You know? It's like that final judgment. Okay, Saggy. And even after that, we have the Nine of Coins, Nine of Pentacles, which is an independent energy. Yes, money, resources, lots of it. But it also is a very independent energy. Okay, so let's see what this is. Oh, boy. All right, Spirit. Thank you for guiding me in this reading. What is the message for Sagittarius for those that this is their reading? What is this news coming in? Thank you. Six of Swords with the Page of Wands. Okay. Six of Swords, again, is our air energy, right? So communication, you know, again, it's everything that goes on in our mind, right? Our words to ourselves, to each other. Again, communication is what I'm really receiving here with this card. You see, this is a Six of Swords. This is wanting to moving away to something that is smoother, right? Calmer. Again, they're giving me the word peace. I feel that this is representing whoever I'm speaking of. I don't think it's you, Sag. I feel it's the other person that might be reaching out here. They're wanting to communicate to you, can we move forward? Can we move to something that is smoother? Can we leave this choppy water behind? Even with the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck, the foundational energy of this reading, you know, it's your energy. It could be Aries and Leo as well. But Page of Wands is like, can we begin again? Can we start this new path in our passions, in our creativity? You know, again, even in love, right? Hopefully you can see this. My camera's kind of washing it out a little bit. So I'm really getting this feeling that someone is wanting a new start with you. But I have to say, I'm not really sure you're open to it. Okay? Because that Wolverine, well, Wolverines are one tough animal, you know? They can even take down a bear. So, well, let's keep moving and see what Spirit is what we're gonna get here. But we even have the Ace of Pentacles next, underneath the Page of Wands. It's like, hey, can we start this new path together? In the earthly realm. Okay, I need more. Show me more, please, Spirit. Okay, give me 1 second. That one just flipped right over. Oh, we got the Eight of Swords. Yeah, okay, this energy is coming out. This has got to be the person I'm talking about that's going to be reaching out. They felt stuck, Sag. Again, this is our sword energy. But Eight of Swords is that energy of feeling like you have no power. Feels like you got the blades all around you. You can't see. You're just stuck. Just going to move that over here. Someone has felt very, very stuck. Okay, so you could be dealing with an air sign. It is a general reading, right? So it could be any sign here. But since we have swords on the table, it could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They have the two. I said they. Well, I think I'm giving you the insight of the person that Spirit was giving me earlier this morning when I'm like, okay, I got to do this reading. Two of Wands is on the bottom. So this is an indecision card. This is, I don't know, and I'm getting this energy. I feel like I'm channeling the other person here. Should I reach out? Shouldn't I reach out? Well, I have the World. What if Sag ends this completely? What if they do close me off forever and ever and ever? I don't know what to do. That goes with the Eight of Swords, right? Feeling very stuck, feeling like afraid to reach out. Followed by the Five of Coins. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn are Earth energy. This is the card of abandonment. This is a card of lack, right? This person is out in the cold. I feel like they are really thinking that, I think they're afraid. They're afraid that you won't give them the time of day, Sag. And obviously, I don't know the circumstances. If this is your reading and it's resonating, I don't know the circumstances. So, and Spirit's not giving that to me. I think it's going to be different for everyone. For some of you, this is going to be a person that you really do want to have contact with and that you can mend. You can mend things. For others of you, I definitely feel that this is no way Jose is what I'm receiving, okay? Let's keep going. So I would say this reading is more of a heads up, right? Show me more, please, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this news, this communication that's coming in, what else can you tell me about it? What else? And why would Sag be so fierce? Okay, gosh. We have the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Cups. Okay, so again, back to the water element. Now, Seven of Cups is a confusing energy. It's that, again, it goes with the Two of Wands, really, except this is more the emotional side of things. Being very, very confused. Not sure what to pick, not sure what the next step is to take. And you see, even though it's Cup, Sag, and it's our emotions, which you think more connected to our heart, right? All these cups are up around the head. Again, so this is feeling like there is, whoever this is, I think they're very afraid to reach out. But yet I feel that they are going to. Or, Spirit just gave me this too. They're going to reach out in a way, I don't know if it's going to be directly to you now, because they're giving me also like a third person thing. Like, oh, you talk to a friend of yours and they're like, oh, hey, Sag, you know what? You'll never guess who reached out and who asked about you. It might be like something like that too, Sag. Getting back to the Seven of Cups, we have the Three of Wands on the bottom. So they're wanting to make movement with you. They're wanting to move forward with you. We even have the Fool underneath that. So again, this is, can we have a new beginning? Can we take this leap of faith? On this card, the person's jumping here, right? Can we start over? We even have the Magician next, right? Trying to manifest what they're wanting. I want to go a little bit more, and then I'm going to see how Spirit wants me to continue. Is there anything else you can tell me, please, Spirit, at this moment regarding this reading for Sag? I think I want to get some clarifiers. What else? Can you tell me who this person is? Or a little bit of the connection? Okay. Oh my gosh, the deck is getting a little weird. What else can you tell me here, Spirit? Thank you for guiding me. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. We have the Eight of Pentacles coming out, but it is on its side. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again. Upright, this is working on things, right? Putting more effort in, working, yeah, just putting more work into something to create something, right? But it's sideways. So you see that this feels totally like the other person I'm reading for, or the other person that's involved here. They're very much afraid. They're very much hesitant. We have the Hermit, yep, on the bottom. Virgo energy coming in. This could be someone that is, very practical, makes lists, all that kind of stuff. Also is on their own often, likes to be on their own often. But again, coming back to the card, the Hermit, this is, this feels to me like it's someone that is, I'm getting the word isolated. Spirit is giving me the word isolated. They isolate themselves. Okay, so they isolate themselves. I think that is that's a connection to this reading. Am I getting that right, Spirit? Yeah, okay, so this feels like a person that when they're in it, and again, I don't know if it's romantic or friends or family or whatever it is, Sag, but when they're in a relationship, they're kind of all in for a time being. But then they kind of disappear. I think they get really heavy into their head, even though it is Earth. But Virgos can do that, right? Getting this feeling. I'm wondering if that is why the Wolverine has come out, because maybe this has happened more than one time, and this person just kind of disappears, in a way, on some sort of level. And, we all would get tired of that. It would be frustrating. It would be very hurtful. Okay, that's kind of what I'm receiving here with the Hermit. Underneath that, we have the Queen of Swords. So, this is, again, back to the air energy. Queen of Swords is all about the truth. She does not tolerate BS. Her BS radar is full on. And again, I feel like this is kind of attaching into your energy, Sag, where this is not a conversation that will go easily for the other person here, is what I'm feeling. I think that is because you've been hurt, disappointed, let down, however you want to put that. And so therefore, I feel like this person they are afraid. They are afraid. Interesting enough, we have the Two of Cups next too. Okay. So, yeah, Two of Cups can be a very, in love couple at one time. But again, it doesn't have to be. It can be, like I said, it can be a best friend. It can be a sibling, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so that's what I'm receiving. So, Spirit, regarding this news, I'm trying to figure out what I should clarify here. Well, okay, why are they so hesitant to reach out? I mean, I know Sag can be very scary. Sag is fire, man. Sag is a lot more than just adventurer and philosopher and creator. When Sag gets pushed, run for the hills. Is that why this person, whoever this is, tell me a little bit of why this has happened, if you can, or if you will. Oof, that hit me in the head. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Oh. With the Seven of Swords. Okay, I get it. So, Saggy, I feel that you're the Seven of Wands. I don't blame you. Yep, you are that Wolverine. You're like, hey, you might have fooled me once, fooled me twice. You're not going to fool me again. I have my sword. My teeth are showing, and I am not going to be docile here. I will definitely protect my energy. Why? Because someone, whoever the other person is here, Seven of Swords, they've been doing something behind your back, or they were doing something behind your back. Seven of Swords is a sneaky energy, right? If it's not about you keeping things to yourself, and I'm not receiving that at all, I'm receiving it like someone that would do things behind your back. Again, it doesn't mean that they were having an affair or anything like that, if this was a romantic couple, but it definitely means that they've kept secrets. They were keeping secrets. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so show me what is. What should I ask, Sag? What would you like to know here? Can you show me a little bit of the outcome? Sometimes my guides will not give me that though, because as I've said to clients, you know, on my journey, sometimes Spirit will not give me the yes or the no or the very, very clear answer of what the next step is to do. And what I've come to learn is because Spirit says there's still more for us to learn in that experience. Because we have free will, we have to kind of, you know, we got to figure out and listen to our intuition of what the next step is. Sag, I have no doubt you know exactly where you're feeling here. If this is your reading and you're resonating with this, I'm kind of struggling with what to ask Spirit the next question, because I don't know if they're going to give me an outcome. We'll see. Okay, so Spirit, can you tell me what is going to happen moving forward? Or is this just a heads up reading? Anything else? Okay. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, Sag, on the Seven of Wands, again, that is your energy, right? But keeping yourself protected. The Ten of Cups flipped out. But it did flip out sideways, and it landed, you've seen how it landed. It landed right on the Seven of Wands. Okay, so, you know, Ten of Cups is the happy home, the happy family, the happy connection, right? I mean, these people are at the very top of the stairs. It's just, there's such a celebration going on. I think why it's coming sideways, Sag, is because for those of you beautiful, beautiful people that this is your reading, some of you are going to be receptive to this finding peace or working through the issues, right? Others of you are not going to, right? Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands, which is definitely something coming in quite fast. I feel it's going to be news. Please let me know in the comments if some blast from the past reaches out to you, okay? We have your card next. So again, this is keeping yourself very grounded, very centered, Sag, even if chaos ensues here, right? This is your beautiful energy. And we have that Seven of Swords showing up once again. So look at this, Seven of Swords. So whoever I'm talking about, they've done something that was shady, I'll put it that way. I don't know what kind of shady. Maybe they just are a person that goes reclusive, that they can be around people for a while and they love, but then they get scared and they go back into their shell. One of my decks, and right now I can't think of it. I can't think of what deck is it. I think it's my spirit animal deck. The Hermit is represented by a turtle, and the turtle going into its home, into its shell. Yeah, some people that happens, right? They might love you so, so, so much, but they get scared. And that fear takes over. And even rational mind thinking can't combat the fear, and they run away. Okay? So I think that's part of this here too, Saggy, right? Not all people that hurt us are doing it because they want to hurt us, right? Usually it stems because they've been hurt in some way too. Again, you don't have to have compassion for whoever this is, but I'm just saying from my experience. So this Seven of Swords showing up, again, that just feels like something has been, whoever this person is, they haven't revealed everything to you. The thing is we then have the Five of Cups underneath it. So there's deep, deep sadness, deep, deep regret, very deep regret I'm getting here. Really wanting to make amends. And this is where your beautiful intuition is going to have to come in and listen to it. And then we have the Fountain, Sag. Wow. Again, this card does not come out very often, but I think over the last couple of weeks when I've used it, I think this has come out one other time. This is powerful because this is, again, it is God, source, the divine, the universe. It is all of that coming in, and it offers like tenfold of healing and of light. Okay? That's where I'm going to leave that. And then we have the Justice card. Okay, so that's Libra's energy, major arcana, and this is about the scales getting balanced. Again, I always refer to this as truth being told, right? And everything balancing out in that. Okay, so Sag, I don't know if I'm going to go much more because I feel like I feel like Spirit is saying, here's what is happening. There will be some kind of news, some kind of communication that's coming in. The person it's coming in from, they're scared. And maybe they effed up really, really bad. You're the one that's going to be able to decipher that. Maybe they were just afraid and they didn't mean to hurt you, right? But because of the fear thing. However it is, they are wanting to move forward in some kind of, to head to peace is what I feel. So I feel like it's going to be kind of up to you, because even that 8 of Pentacles, right? Putting in the work to be done, being sideways indicates that they're even hesitant because they don't know what your answer is going to be. Okay, let me go one more time and see if there's anything else Spirit has, and then we'll close your reading off. Sag, I really hope that this made sense to those of you, that this is your reading. Like I said, I'm going to try and I want to see what your season's going to look like, my love. Give me a little bit of time. I hope to be able to do that tomorrow. But this was a necessary reading, even for me to do, even if it's only for 1 or 2 of you. It was very strong energy. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit. All right, we're going to leave it there. Any final message, Spirit? Any final message for Sag? Oh, okay. Got cards everywhere. Oh, okay. We don't need all those. Let me see these ones. Okay, we got the King of Coins showing up here. I'm not going to take all these because we got a ton. I'm going to put those back. The Chariot is showing up once again. The 2 cards that came out. The 5 of Swords. And the Queen of Wands. And then we have the 3 of Cups on the bottom. So this would, 3 of Cups. So this is a celebration. This is a coming together. You can see that they're clinking their glasses. Again, this probably is the person's hope. But getting to the 2 cards that came out, the 5 of Swords again is kind of mind games. Not kind of, it is mind games. It's everything that goes up in the head, in the mind. Could have been harsh words. Again, this could even be someone that is a player, okay? The Spirit's not giving it to me. But then we have your beautiful energy, the Queen of Wands showing up here. Feminine side, right? This is not going to dull you one bit, right? It's you're shining throughout this, is what I'm receiving. You are shining. Okay, so that's where we're going to close that off. I do want to close your reading off, Sag. Let's go to Treasures from Takashi, see if there's any advice from this. Oh, babe, I hope, if this is your reading, I hope that this has helped, At the very least, I hope it gives you a heads up. And I know that you are going to make the decision that is going to be best in alignment for yourself. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom. We have issues on the bottom. I'll read it. We'll see if anything wants to come out. Okay, issues. It says, identify and face your issues. Yes, it may feel uncomfortable at first, but how many times do you wish to travel the same road? Current issues that you have been working on are being resolved. Other forces are at work here. Take your time and know that all the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle will slot in eventually. Okay. Huh. Okay, well, all right, I feel like that kind of resonates with this reading, right? Things are getting resolved, and maybe this is a necessary thing to confront and to resolve, right? Okay, enough of me babbling. All right, Spirit, thank you so much for guiding me in this reading for my gorgeous, gorgeous Saggy. What is the final message? I don't know. That just flew out again. So I'm going to put it back. I'm going to just clear it. I'm going to go one more time. Okay, Jeez. Okay, final message. This deck is going crazy. What is happening here? It's Treasures from Takashi. Final message, please, Spirit. I love you, Sag. Okay. What a hair tickling me. Gosh, okay. I love you so much. You deserve the very, very best. So, if this is a decent person, I know you have a huge heart. If this is some a-hole or, biatch, use your sword and shield the best you can. We have humor that has come out. It says, see the funny side of life. Laugh at yourself. Laughter is love. Learn your life's lessons with laughter, and you'll travel your path with a light and happy heart. Release melancholy, heaviness, and austere practicality in favor of some good, clean fun and laughter. Enjoy a good time and let your spirits soar. Okay, so yeah, maybe this isn't as deep as I was receiving it. I don't know. And on the bottom, Saggy, we have process. Okay. It says, allow and enjoy the process of your life without rushing to a goal. Experiences are part of the journey, but you don't have to understand them all to enjoy the process. Now is the time to look at how you approach and do things. Perhaps make some changes, for what worked for you in the past may not necessarily be the best process for the future. Okay, that's how we're going to close your reading out, Saggy. All right, well, I hope that this reading helped. I'm just curious to look at this again. The fruit bat. Well, we shall see how this is going to turn out. But obviously, it's going to be turning out for you, for your highest good, Sag. All right, I'm going to let you go. My voice is starting to get a little weird. I'm going to go make a cup of tea. I hope you join me in spirit with having a cup of tea. And I love you so very much. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful Friday. And hope to see you maybe tomorrow, okay? I'm going to try and... I want to see what's going on for your birthday season. And for those of you that it is your birthday, once again, happy birthday, sweetheart. Have the best, best, best time. All right, Sag. Big hugs as always. So much love and kisses to you. Thank you again for all of your lovely, lovely words and your support. All right, Sag. Until next time, take wonderful care.